Erik Ten Hag needs to do a short course in game management. That is it. But we do have a positive. Kobbie Mainoo continues to show his brilliance. Welcome to the United Hot Spot. This is the official match reaction of our 2-0 draw against Liverpool. A painful 2-0 draw yet again, just when we thought we were going to keep it together. Another mistake, another mess. But I'll start off with the positive of Kobbie Mainoo and how he turned up scoring that beauty of a goal. This boy, again, I'll keep saying it. I'll praise him for as long as I have a voice. This boy is special. It's sad that he's playing with a team of nobodies, a team of guys who are just doing everything the way they want. They will do, for example, the captain Bruno Fernandes, he will do 1 million wrong things, then pull up a beauty of a goal, and everyone changes their mind. So Erik Ten Hag relies on Bruno Fernandes, on probability that Bruno Fernandes, after doing so many wrong things, he will pull up something, either a good pass or score a beautiful goal like that with one touch. So that confusion, these are the players that Kobbie is playing with, and he has to take things in his own hands and pull off such a beauty to keep us in the game. But he does that and he's let down. By the way, I'll say it again, Kobbie Mainoo should be playing number 10. Erik Ten Hag, we need a coach who is going to make Kobbie Mainoo play number 10 because he's more dangerous there. You saw what he did again. This boy he's ahead of everyone. He sees things no one else is seeing. And that is what makes special players, and special players are better as number 10s. Ozil, De Bruyne, name them, name Zidane. Kaka, this is Kobbie's level. He's wasted if he's forced to be running back and defending and supporting Casemiro to play defensive. But anyway, we'll focus on that again later. For me, that was the positive of the game, that my Kobbie shows up and he does that, and everyone who was calling him, because the way he play, like I said before the game, makes him look mediocre, yet he isn't. But that's the positive. Let's focus on the failure again to win a game. So no win in 3 games, guys. Top 4, forget about it. It's done. Let's just watch the rest of the games. We've got Arsenal again. We've got Arsenal to play. And even the other smaller teams are teams that can beat us. So you can't be sure that the others will win. There is no more calculations and what. It's done. But let's focus on this game. Onana, for me, was the man of the match. We didn't lose that game because of Andre Onana. He was the best. If he's not given, and I've recorded this before the confirming whether he was given man of the match or not, but if he's not given his match of the match, a man of the match award, that's Thagare of the highest order. Onana is the reason that game ended in a draw. We would have lost it. We could have lost it properly. He saved us a lot of times on many occasions, but credit him for his passing. I would give Onana, even if we haven't won, I would give Onana 8.5 out of 10. Wan-Bissaka. Okay, these players are getting jitters. Again, we're losing games in similar ways. We know, first of all, that the referees are very mean with Man United. They give away silly penalties. I thought that was a silly penalty because there was minimal contact. In fact, if it was there, it was negative. This guy just threw himself down when Bissaka was already down without touching him. I thought it was a weak penalty, honestly. Another team, I don't think they would have given it. Same as I felt the penalty that Diogo Dalot considered. Same with Anthony. But you see, our players should stop panicking. They should know that in game, when you're in control of a game, don't panic just because you're being attacked. Just stand there. Probably you don't panic like that. You're giving the opponent a chance. These days, these referees are so mean with Manchester United. Any small simple mistake, they'll give us a penalty. It's like they have a vendetta against Manchester United. So Wan-Bissaka must be spoken to. Harry Maguire was getting lost many times. I don't know. Maguire was all over the place, the place most of the times. I didn't get him quite properly, to be honest. He was all over the place. Kambwala started bad in the first half. I thought in the second half he tried to go into the game. I mean, he was also being caught off guard more times than not in the first half. But he's only 19, honestly. It was his first full debut against a big team. I can't blame him. He had always had to be stretched. He was only trying. So I think I would give Kwamba a 6.5 out of 10. Maguire, probably 6 out of 10. Diogo Dalot, negligible performance. I'll give him a 5.5 or 6 out of 10. Kobbie Mainoo, brilliant Kobbie. That masterclass, that beauty of a goal, he'll take his 7 out of 10. Casemiro was lost in the game. He sees it himself. I think he feels it. He feels it that he has lost his touch. He's falling. He could have got a red card. We're lucky he didn't get it. This referee just looked at him and said, okay, let me just forgive him. But he was almost getting a red card. He was playing wrong passes at the wrong time. Casemiro, by the way, was one of our worst players. 6 out of 10 for Casemiro, 5.5. Then Bruno, 1 million wrong things and scores a bit of a goal. What can you say about him? I would give him a 6 out of 10 because of his goal. Marcus Rashford tried at the start of the game, honestly. He tried to show a bit of attitude, working hard, tried a bit to do for the badge, but it was not good enough. He got injured, and I'll talk about the coach at the tail end, why Erik Ten Hag and his bench were a bit clueless at some point. So Rashford tries to put in the hard yards, but again, he was there. I would give Rashford a 6.5 out of 10. Garnacho, not his best of games, again looking selfish, trying to force balls through bodies at some point. I would give Garnacho 6 out of 10. Højlund, again, being lost a bit. There is a goal he could have scored and he's tapping. He was again a bit late. He arrived a bit late. I'll give Højlund 5.5 out of 10. So for me, for Man United, and Onana, for the entire game, and Onana of the man of the match. But Erik Ten Hag, this is the mistake. What business do you have bringing in Amrabat? Yes, we know that the idea is to try and manage the game, to try and go defensive and be solid. But this guy has not been playing football for 10 or whatever games. I don't even remember the last time he played. That's wrong. But also he made the substitution at the wrong time. It was a bit too early. A little bit too early, whereas the game was still flowing. We could have had another chance to keep him. When the moment we let off Garnacho, we invited them. Oh, unless he was going to put off Garnacho and bring on an Ahmad. Because Ahmad, I thought, could have come in this game. Again, what's going on in Ahmad's head? He brought on Anthony, who contributes defensively, but we still needed to be attacking. We needed to be the aggressors. I thought Ahmad needed to come into this game. He brought on Mason Mount. Perhaps Mount could have come on before Amrabat. That was a mistake. Then the general panicking of players. Marcus Rashford got injured and was calling for a substitute to be substituted off for like 5 minutes, but the bench was just sitting. Our bench was just seated there. They couldn't. They were not doing it. They took 5 or 6 minutes to get the boy off. And I'm thinking, are these guys even following the game? Or are we the fans in our homes following the game more closely than they are? Again, terrible technical bench. I feel like our bench does not really support the team. The teams that excel, the bench supports the teams. You look at Man City, you look at Arsenal, you look at Liverpool. The coach is playing with the team, supporting them. The technical bench is working with the team. They are supporting them. They are helping them because they see the game from outside. They see the game differently. But they don't support these players. So the players also are a bit thrown in the deep end, and not to take away responsibility from them. But the technical bench does not support them enough, and that's a problem. And that's why Erik Ten Hag, I will say, he needs a refresher course. If he's going to stay even for 1 week, 1 extra week, I think for me, Ten Hag has got to take a refresher course to teach him how to manage a game of football, how to support the team. But the boss freezes in front of the players, in front of the fans. What do you expect? He freezes before everyone, in front of everyone, when the game is going on. What do you expect the players to do if you, the coach, has frozen? They will also shut down. So that's why when we are in control of the games and the pressure mounts, we lose it. We capitulate completely. Because the coach does not, the technical bench and the coach and everyone on the bench does not play with the team to support them. So they are sort of on their own. Erik Ten Hag is standing. When we concede, he sits down. He is short of ideas. He takes time to make a decision. Yet at times, you should be ahead as a manager. You were watching the game. You should be ahead of the players. I saw Bruno Fernandes whispering to him, perhaps, and maybe that is why. And Bruno struggles a bit. He's also doing the work of the coach as if at times. So for me, that's another weak problem. But that said, Kobe, who will be celebrating his 19th birthday in just under, I think, a week or 2 weeks from now. His birthday comes, I think, before a day or two before my birthday. So at least there is that positive for us to take home. That said, for top 4, guys, forget about it. That was my player reaction. Man of the match, Andre Onana. What a baller. I think Onana, I will say it without fear, Onana is currently the smartest goalkeeper in the English Premier League. Smartest, yes, he's the most brilliant goalkeeper now in the English Premier League. You can take that to the bank and subscribe.